Welcome back, my dear students. So in this lecture, we are going to be installing MongoDB on a Mac operating system. It's going to be pretty easy, okay? So let's get to it. So let's go to the website, mongodb.com. Then we are going to the download section here, and then community server and download. Okay, once we have that file, we're just going to go ahead and drop it in the desktop. Okay, and I'm going to unzip it by double clicking it. I don't need this on there. And now let me show you something here. This bin directory inside that has the two main executables that we need. We need all these files, but this MongoD is what turns on the database. So when you execute this file using whatever you're using, your terminal, you are going to be able to turn on the database feature in MongoDB, right? So that server, that little program is going to be running, and you're going to be able to hook up your applications to database, all right, to make the database features of your app work. Now this Mongo executable here is for the Mongo shell, meaning a little program that you can go in and access whatever is inside the server and control the data, all right, inside the little program. Well, not inside the little program, because we use a directory to save our data in our computer. I'll show you that in a minute. So the first thing is that we have to do is copy all this that is in the bin directory to our user local bin inside our computer, so that way we can run Mongo from anywhere. Meaning that in order for me to run my MongoDB executable files, I will have to go to that specific destination and do this, Mongo and then MongoD, like this. And if I press enter, you can see that I'm running something there, right? And then if I press Mongo, you can see that I'm running something there as well, right? But I don't want to be doing that. So what I want to do is I want to transfer that to that user local bin, so that way I can just do Mongo, and my computer will be able to find that executable. And inside this file, let me just get out of there by doing Control C, clear. Inside the user local bin, I'll show you, we have a whole bunch of other programs that are executable with just one name. Okay, look at that, PI2, PIP, okay, Python, package manager. We got, I even have Mongo here, but I'm gonna override that and show you how it's done. So don't worry about this. You shouldn't have this if you never downloaded Mongo. I just had it installed there before, so that's why it's there. So I have a whole bunch of little programs here in this user local bin that I can just execute with just typing the name in my terminal. For example, if I type EB, you see, my computer already knows where to find that. So that's what your user local bin is, a place where your computer can find those executable. So let's move whatever we have in our desktop in that bin folder here. Let's move it to that user local bin, so that way we can just type in Mongo and MongoD instead of writing the whole name. So copy the tilde here, the desktop, whatever is in here inside the bin. I'm gonna put a little asterisk. Let me just make that bigger. So you can see I'm just using the copy command, little tilde, because that's the home for the Mac, / the desktop, capital D right here, and the name of that directory bin, and the asterisk just to signify everything inside there. Okay, so I want to copy that to / USR. If I press tab, it finishes for me, the tab key. Local tab, you see, finishes, and then the bin. So I want to copy all that inside the bin directory. So if I press enter, it's going to tell me permission denied, because I'm just going to take that out. I need a super user permission to get in there. So I do sudo enter. It's going to ask me for my computer password. I enter it and then enter. And now everything's copied there. Now I can just type in MongoD and it knows where to find that. See that? So before I had to type the whole command, or you had to type the whole command, the whole path, and the name of the file to make it work. Now we don't need to do that. So once that's done, the next step to do is to make a data folder like this in a DB folder. So that way MongoDB can save all that data there. Right now, there is no way for us for MongoDB to save the data. We want to save the data here. Okay. So let's create that. Let's do sudo mkdir the p flag -p /data, and it doesn't matter where you are, what location you are. Once you put this / there, it will find it, and we do that first. Let's see, db like this. There we go. Now let's go in there and see if we can find it. cd data, and then we do ls inside there, and we can see that that directory has been created. So we created two directories, the data and the db, all together with this command right here. Okay. Okay, so now the next step is to give it permissions. Right now there are no permissions there, so MongoDB goes in here and it says and cannot do insert data because it doesn't have permissions. So sudo and then change mud and 777 and then / data like that. Actually, yeah, that would do good anyway. And data / db. So I pressed the up arrow key to get the last command, and I just added db at the end. Even though we are inside that data, cd ... to get out. We can still do it again if you want to just make sure. Okay, there we go. Now we can just go ahead and say MongoD. Turn it on. As you can see right now, it's working on port 27017. So it's waiting for connections. So let's go and give it a connection. I'm going to do Command T to open a new terminal window. Clear. I'm going to do Mongo. Enter. Okay. And I'm going to do show DBS. Enter. And now it tells me I have two databases, admin and local. Okay. Simple as that. So that's how you install that in a Mac operating system. If you guys have any issues, let me know in the discussions and we'll help you fix it. But it's super simple to do. See you in the next lectures.